The Android TV box market has absolutely skyrocketed over the past few years to the point where you can pretty much pick up one of these things almost anywhere you can think of. Whether that be on Facebook, because there are a lot of buy and sell groups going around on Facebook now, and there are people that are dedicated to joining these groups and selling these boxes to people on there. There's also the likes of eBay and Amazon, but they're their own entities entirely, and they can be massive minefields to try and navigate through, trying to find the right box for you. There are thousands of different products on there at thousands of different types of prices, so it can be hard to gauge whether you're going to get a decent product and pay the right price for it. You can also buy these things in person at dedicated stores now, because a lot of these shops are popping up over towns and cities across countries all over the place now. So there's another option yet again. So the main question really that we want to ask today is, how do you make sure that you're getting a quality box at a quality price? If you're in the market for a new TV box and you don't know where to start, where to buy from and what you should be paying for them, then this video is going to be for you guys. My name's Scott, guys, and welcome to the MXQ Project. So you're in the market for a new TV box. So where do you go to buy one? How much do you pay for them? Well, let's start off with, say, Facebook. Like I said earlier in the intro, there are a lot of groups now on Facebook for buying and selling things, and some box sellers have taken up joining these groups and selling these things to people on there. Now, these usually charge around $60 to $70 for a box like this, and this is just a standard MXQ S805 box. Now, these are worth $20 to $30 at most. Now, I'm not by any means saying that every box seller does this. I'm sure there are honest ones out there, but I've done some snooping around and some research and found that a lot of these guys are selling these boxes for $60 to $70, which just isn't right, because they're only worth $20 to $30 maximum. It's running a processor that's a few years old, the old Amlogic S805 processor. It's got about 1 GB of RAM, but sometimes these actually come with only 512, so that can be a bit of a lottery as well. So it's definitely not worth that price tag. Where for something like $60 to $70, if you're willing to spend that much on a TV box, you could be getting something like this, the Beelink GT1 Ultimate. Now, this is running an Amlogic S912 processor. It's the latest processor to come from Amlogic. It's got 3 GB of DDR4 memory, so it's a really fast, really nippy box. It also has things like 5G Wi-Fi, Bluetooth as well. So there you go. It also has about double the storage of an MXQ box. It has about 16 GB of storage, and I think you can even upgrade that to 32 GB when you buy them. So it's not hard to do the math really, because you're paying $60 to $70 for an MXQ box, where you could be spending $60 to $70 on a box like this, which is actually worth the money. It's not hard to work out, but it's just a case of doing your research before you buy, and that's what this video is all about really. Just kind of gauge where you can buy a box and you know it's going to be a good product and you're going to get it at a decent price. Now, it's the same with things like eBay, but you're going to get thousands and thousands of different listings if you were to search for a TV box. It might be one of these two boxes, it might not. The point is, you're going to find thousands of different products at thousands of different prices, and it can be very confusing if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know what you want, and if you don't know what you should be paying for these things. Now, another issue I find online and on eBay and things like that with boxes is the branding is going to be the same for many different types of boxes. Like the MXQ, for example, the standard MXQ, or what we class as the standard MXQ, is the box that's running the Amlogic S805 processor. But you're going to get a wildly different array of boxes that use the same branding. It could be MXQ, it could be MQX, it could be MX, it could be MX Pro, etc. and so forth. You can go to get boxes that are running a Rockchip processor or a different variant of the Amlogic processor, and it can be very confusing to know exactly what you're buying. So the point we're trying to make here is really just have your wits about you and make sure you know what you're looking for. I know I've said it again and again, but it still stands. You really need to know what you're looking for with these kinds of things. The same goes if you're buying one of these in person. Maybe you know someone in your local town or city that's set up their own shop and they're selling these boxes. Again, they're going to be selling the standard MXQ boxes, and this is purely because they're so cheap to import in bulk. They're such a cheap little box, they think they can charge the earth for them. You're going to be paying again $60 to $70 or £50 to £60 if you're in the UK for one of these boxes. And more often than not, these guys, they don't know what they're selling, they don't know what their boxes can do, so they don't know if it's going to be right for you. They just seem to promise the earth like things like free TV and blah 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 blah, which is something we don't recommend basing your decision on. And these sort of things are a big problem, because if you're buying from people that don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're selling or what these boxes are capable of, they probably won't know the ins and outs of the hardware or how to troubleshoot any issues you might have. So you're not going to get anything by way of aftercare or a warranty or anything like that, because if something goes wrong with one of these boxes you buy and you don't know what you're doing to fix it or anything like that, chances are these guys aren't going to know how to help you properly either. So here at the MXQ Project, we thought it'd be a really good idea and really beneficial to you guys if we were to keep together a list of all the latest and greatest hardware available at the moment.
We think the Bealing GT1 Ultimate, the Sunvale T95Z Plus are two of the best pieces of hardware you can buy for your money at the moment. These two boxes will also be included in this list.
So the way this is going to work is we're going to keep this list here in the video's description. That way we can add and change things as new boxes come out and become available to us. But what we're also going to do is include a link where you can buy these boxes from a trusted seller. So that means you can come here, use those links to buy a box from anywhere around the world, and you're going to be buying it from a trusted seller. You're going to get a quality product at a really great price.
Some of these boxes will also include discount codes, so you can save just a little bit off your purchase.
We've also got something called a group buy going on over on the Facebook group at the moment. So you can come over to the Facebook group and find the listing for the group buy.
So Bealing GT1 is going to be taking part in this group buy. We've got a bunch of members grouping together to save quite a bit of money off this group buy.
So if you're interested in that, come over to the Facebook group and find out more about how you can save yourself some money on a really great TV box.
So let's take a look now at the Bealing GT1 and the T95Z Plus, and now let's show you what you're going to get for your money.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Run up, Gordon.